Hey everyone, we're here to see Keaton today about this beautiful HZ 1-tonner. It's beautiful, stunning.
Yep, stick around to the end. We've got an announcement to make and you don't want to miss it. G'day everyone, today we're out here with Keaton. Now Keaton has this beautiful 78 HZ 1-tonner. Keaton, welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Thank you.
Mate, beautiful car. How long have you had this one?
Yeah, so about 10 years now it's taken to build, but we're finally here.
Nice, nice. Yeah. So you're responsible for the whole build of this car?
Yeah, so myself and a bunch of close mates helped me build this car. So, yeah.
So what kind of condition was it in when you first got it?
Yeah, she was a bit rough. It was still drivable, so yep. I used to drive it. But yeah, doors were rusted out, cab was full of rust. Yeah, she was a bit tired.
Yeah, the usual things with these old girls. Yeah, it's been a trader ute or something like that for its life by the sound of it. So where did you start?
Well, first up, it started off as let's just clean it up, you know, clean up a bit of rust, and then it just escalated from there.
Okay.
Yes.
Was this always the initial intention then?
Say it was the initial. The initial was just a quick clean up, but we all know how that just turns into what it is. Just keep digging and you keep finding, and it's like, well, you might as well do it properly. Let's just go full send.
That's it. 100%. Got the bug.
Yeah, that's it. 100%.
Yeah. These aren't too hard to pull apart. The old 1-tonners.
No, they're sweet. So yeah, it was full chassis off, or full body off chassis.
It's a bright colour. Unfortunately, the sun's not being our friend at the moment, but this is an amazingly bright colour with heaps of metallic in it.
Yep.
How did that come about? Is this a standard colour, or is this something that you improved on another colour? Or
yeah, so it is a DNA base coat candy, but I wanted to put a shitload of flake through it, so we did.
Yeah, it really pops out. Yep. And an interesting choice to black out the bumper bars.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of chrome. I know that the older guys or some people are fan of chrome, but me, I think the black and I think the red and the black just help make it pop.
Yep.
I don't think it would suit the chrome.
Well, particularly with the wheels as well, because you've got the black wheels on this one as well, haven't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it all kind of runs through the whole vehicle.
Yeah, that was sort of the colour scheme for the whole vehicle. So whatever can be red will be red, and if not, it's going to be black.
So during the build then, what would you say was the biggest challenge?
I reckon the rust repairs, to be honest.
Okay. Did you jump in yourself and have a go at those?
Yeah, so me and the old man, we tried in the shed, like we did the floor pans and things like that. But then the other, like the seals and a bit more complicated stuff, we sort of, we might need a hand for this. That's when I got a mate involved that's done a few rust repairs and that before, and he come around and gave us a hand.
It certainly helps to have someone on board that knows what they're up about.
Definitely, yeah, definitely helps.
So 10 years, was that from beginning to end, or how long did it actually take you to put it together in the end?
I reckon probably 8 years all up in the build. Fortunately, you know, your life, you buy your own house, you move out, you know, all that sort of thing. So build your own shed and then, finally bring it home and can actually work on it every night was great.
Obviously, it probably would have gone out to be painted, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So we primed it all in the shed at home, and then took it to a booth to spray it. Just because of the amount of dust and that was in the shed, I didn't want to spray it in the shed. As people know, sanding dust is horrible.
And it gets everywhere.
Everywhere. I'm still cleaning it out now.
Yeah, I'll bet.
It's terrible.
So you've been really hands-on with this build then? You've done a lot yourself?
Yeah, done everything. Like even the panel work, the painter, Clint, he come over and helped me panel beat it all. So me and him did all the panel beating on it. I've done all the wiring, made the exhaust, fitted the engine, done a few mods to the engine, made a transmission tunnel. Even the upholstery, I got to go in with Russell, and he helped me with the door cards, like covering them. So everything that I can be hands-on, I will.
Yeah, that's excellent. So you would have learned a lot through that process.
Definitely. That's what I recommend to anybody that wants to learn, build a car.
Yep.
Because you learn heaps.
And just get the grinder out, or that's our favourite saying. Just get the grinder out.
Don't be scared is the thing.
Yeah.
And you know, if you get frustrated, walk away, come back, go again. They are testing. Cars are testing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, look, it's a fantastic result for something that's been put together in your shed. I'm blown away. It's a stunning car. What was the first thing that got you into cars? Where did this whole passion for you start?
I'd have to blame my old boy for that.
Nice. Yep.
Since he was a young fella, he was racing speedway and always into cars, another mechanic by trade. And from there, when I come along, me and him would travel everywhere to speedways, just me and him. And then he brought my own speedway car, and from there we get this, I suppose.
Yeah, fair enough. So it was just petrol was always in the blood then?
100%.
Yeah.
Anything with an engine, I'm keen. Let's
Yeah,
go.
nah, sweet as.
Yeah. The life skills and everything like that you learn just being in the shed or going away with the old man.
Well, that sounds like a great way to get into old cars, mate. Yeah.
Cheers.
We should probably have a look at what's under the bonnet and see what makes this thing go.
Sounds good to me.
Don't forget, jump on the website and check out all our merch. We've got t-shirts, surfboards and all sorts of things. Check it out.
Wow. That is clean.
Yeah.
That is very clean in there, mate. Wow, what an engine bay.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time.
Yeah. So you're a mechanic by trade, you've just told me.
Yep.
So you would have been in here tinkering a lot yourself?
Definitely, yeah. Being a mechanic by trade, my goal was to win best engine bay at one event. So that's the reason why.
Now we met you down at Max Penjo. How did you go?
Yeah, I think everybody hated me down there.
Okay, cleaned up,
but I did finally get my my best engine bay award. So
excellent,
grateful.
Yeah. Well, it's very deserved, mate. I mean, this is absolutely stunning in here, and I love how you've brought your intakes out, dropped them down either side.
I did that all myself as well. Like,
excellent.
Got to learn all that as well. So a bit of aluminium TIG welding, fill spaces where there's space, and
at least with these, you got a bit of room in here.
Yeah,
don't you,
that's
with
right.
These cars?
Yeah.
So what exactly are we running then?
So it's a LS1 fuel injected with the manual. I kept the manual gearbox behind it, so the big 6-speed.
So it's a 6-speed?
Yeah.
That'd be great. Great cruising?
Yeah, definitely great cruiser. So
what diff you got in it?
still the standard Salisbury diff.
Okay.
For now, we'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah. No, this is immaculate in here. So how long did it take you to sort all this through? Like, I mean, I can't see any wiring. I can see very little plumbing.
Yeah, there's a few hours involved in this, hiding all the wiring, making little brackets and things to hide everything. Fabricated aluminium intake, mainly built for looks, it's not really for power. Radiator, had to modify the hoses and things like that, or the spouts, and build a radiator catch can and the intake catch can there.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah, made it look like it's part of the radiator. Yeah, no, that's really tidy. And I can see down in there, obviously the suspension's been gone right through. I can see some tubular suspension arms down there and that sort of thing as well.
Yeah, we're running the coilovers in the front with the tubed arms. Everything all supplied by Rod Shop.
I was going to ask if that was a kit.
I do want to give them a bit of a shout out because they've been so awesome to deal with throughout the whole build. Probably one of the best places to deal with.
It's good to have stuff off the shelf, isn't it?
100%. And then any dramas, you just contact them and they'll send whatever out.
Awesome.
They're awesome to deal with.
All right, well, we should probably roll around to the interior and have a look at what you've done in there.
Let's have a look.
Ooh, lots of little custom moddies in here, isn't there?
Yeah, a few little hidden bits.
Wow, this is very tidy.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, 6-speed manual, no console, so that's just very neat, straight up out of the tunnel. So someone's done some extensive carpet work in here for you.
Russell at Highway Motor Trimmers, I got him to do the carpet and the back wall, and he also covered my dash and the door cards.
Oh, he's done a nice job in here, mate, that's for sure.
No, he has.
And the red stitching, sets it off with the black trim in here.
Just need those little touches.
And your dash has been completely taken out and have had a modern electronic dash put in it. So what's actually running the whole show here then?
So it's still the factory LS1 ECU still running it, but I've wired in separately the new Heltec dash. Had to cut up one of the factory GDS dashes to fit that, but we won't tell anybody that. Yeah,
right. Right. You've had the new surrounds made of it and had them dipped in carbon fibre with a sort of a red pearly tinge to it.
It was funny enough. I went to the Hydro Dipper and he actually uses DNA paints as well, so we could actually colour match. The colour in this is the same colour as the car. So
awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah, fantastic. And just the little highlights with the stitching and everything just brings part of the inside out.
That's right.
All the rest of it.
Definitely, just to keep going with that colour scheme and bring the outside in and inside out, I suppose.
Yeah. Like even your door trims, they've had a few changes. The door handles have been changed to your billet handles and that sort of thing with just a nice different look.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted something different, not that anybody else has got, So they're actually full fiberglass door cards with 3D printed armrests and everything like that, so totally custom.
Okay, and who did that all for you?
ProBuilt did them right before they closed. I managed to get an order in, so I don't know how many others are around in the country, but I don't think there's many. There's a few companies coming around now which are doing the full 3D printing which is awesome. Like, bring the technology, let's go.
Well, it's a way of creating quite easily, isn't it? And you can concept things really easily as well. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, 100%. And like the older stuff, it's expensive to get repaired if you want to get it repaired, or if you can find new replacement, you know.
Yeah. Let's jump out and have a look at the track.
Yep, easy.
All right, so the modifications didn't stop up there, did they?
No, they kept going the whole way through.
Mate, this looks awesome, like really good. And you've filled in the back panel on the cab, which I really like because they're a bit ugly.
Yeah, they are.
I didn't see inside. Did you actually bring the cab back in the inside and give you more room behind the seats?
Yes, I got speakers and a little parcel shelf, you know, so as I said, I don't have a centre console, so I need somewhere to put my wallet.
And this tray obviously custom built?
Yeah, built the tray. Spent a lot of time on the tray.
Yeah, and the guards, the way you've done the guards underneath too, and even right down to the big truck LEDs, you know, I don't think I've seen that style of LED before, so you obviously searched high and low to get the right part for the job.
Yeah, that's it. I wanted to fill the whole back, so we find the biggest lights we can.
And did you get the lights first and then make this gap perfect to fit them? Yeah, spot on, mate. Jarrah?
Yeah, Jarrah decking from one of the wood wholesalers that aren't around anymore.
And we haven't touched on the wheels yet, so what wheels are you running on it?
So they're the 15-inch Pro Street wheels. No, they're not over the top. Really, I probably should have bought the wheels first, then built the tray, but we did things a little bit backwards. But,
fair enough.
First time building it, so...
Oh, you know, for the next one.
That's right, I've learned a lot for the next one.
Is it going to be a next one?
I do want a next one, yes.
Once you get that bug, it's hard to stop, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Now, you've got one last trick for this pony, don't you?
Yeah.
So let's see that.
Show you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gives you such a good view in underneath. It must be good when you're working on it.
It's great. So the idea of the build was just to keep everything clean, you know. I wanted to hide everything. So that's why, you've got to tilt it to be able to fuel up or jump start, or I don't even have door locks. Clean everything.
Everything's shaved.
Yeah,
so you got to pull this up to get into your filler, which is in
just
here.
to fuel up.
So that's a massive drop tank. Is there anything else going on in there?
It's not actually that big. I actually built a cover to hide like my fuel pump, wiring, filter, all that. So just to hide everything.
So lots have been shaved. Like even then, you just mentioned the door locks, and I hadn't even noticed before. But they're gone as well.
So, they're gone as well.
So button poppers, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So I got central locking. So
leaf springs, did you have them reset?
They're still standards. The build started to take a bit longer. I just wanted it done. So eventually, I'd like to do like a coil over and maybe a sheet metal 9-inch. Obviously, time and funds. You know, so.
Awesome. Well, you know what? I think there's probably only one thing left to do now.
Go for a drive.
Go for a cruise.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Mate, she sounds sweet, eh? Yeah.
blanked it off, welded, like I bent the bonnet up and welded it all up.
Okay.
I didn't want, like if something goes wrong in the engine bay, I didn't want oil everywhere. Or fire, oil, everything.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Keep it all contained in the engine.
Yeah. All right, Keaton, mate, thanks heaps for having us out today and showing us your car, mate.
No worries, thanks for coming out.
Awesome, this thing is absolutely unreal. I love that your creative mind was able to express itself through this build. The subtle touches that you've given this car, mate, I reckon are awesome.
Thank you.
Mate, thanks heaps.
No, thank you, thanks for coming out.
No, appreciate it.
All right, everyone, the big news is we're heading to Sunmount this year, and this year I'm actually going for the first time ever, so it should be a good experience for me.
If any of our followers out there want to take us for laps or anything like that around the Sunmount's cruise route, that would be fantastic. We want to catch up with as many of you guys as we can. We are going to have some free hats and t-shirts there on the week as well.
And if you're in the top 60, we actually want to try and interview you. So we want to talk about your build, what you've done to the car, how did you get in that top 60. So if you get nominated for the top 60, we want to interview you. So hit us up at Aussie Garage on our website.
So mate, keep an eye out for us at the Summer Nats. We'll be putting up some more posts before we go, just to let you guys know what we're up to, where we're going to be, all that kind of stuff. But we're looking forward to seeing as many of our followers there as we can.
Catch you next time, guys.